In public service, families do move, but futures don't have to. Today we have with us the Anand family. Dr. Anand K, the former CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Dakshin Kannada Zilla Panchayat, now appointed as a Deputy Commissioner of Vijayapura District. And we have Mrs. Aasha, whose beloved daughter, Ananya Anand, was a part of ELC for 2 formative years, and they have been with us for the past 2 years. And now they are here with us to share less of a review, more of their experience, how they faced, how their journey was at ELC. As and when a transferred family comes to Mangalore or anywhere else, they usually have a certain questions in their mind as to how their child will adjust to the new environment, how the academics are going to go, and a lot more. Today, we will listen from them, we'll hear from them as to how their journey was throughout since they came to Mangalore and they enrolled their daughter to ELC. So first of all, let me welcome Dr. Anand and Mrs. Aasha to this review session. My first question to Dr. Anand, being in public service, how has the education system shaped? Like, what are your views when it comes to your own daughter's education, for that matter?
First of all, thank you for having us here for this nice interaction. It's a wonderful setup here.
Thank you.
So, in public service, the one challenge that we face is that to move from place to place.
Right.
And when we move, of course, there are new places, new challenges, new culture, and adaptation takes time. More so for the kids.
Right.
Because kids, they develop a kind of attachment to the school where they were, and to pull them out and go to a new place and to find a new school is a kind of a challenge.
True.
And the kind of adaptation and the kind of psychological processes that goes on in the mind of the child,
Right.
it's immense. So when we come to a new place, we look for a school which is usually very enabling, stimulating,
Right.
and easily to set in.
Right.
Because the initial few days are very crucial for the kid.
True.
Because they have to develop new friends, new teachers, the new curriculum,
Correct.
everything is different. So from that perspective, when we came to Dakshin Kannada, there were a plethora of options, because Dakshin Kannada being one of the educational hub, in fact, among the top educational
Right.
institutions, Dakshin Kannada has the best institutions, and we really had a myriad of options to choose from.
True.
And we were literally confused because there were various syllabuses. There was CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, Cambridge, so on and so forth.
Right.
And pretty much infrastructure is not a problem here. Every school has a good infrastructure.
Right.
Then when we did our homework and tried to find out the school where the kind of adaptation is easy and the kind of it's a welcoming, enabling environment is there, we came across ELC. Of course, my predecessors and their predecessors, there has been a tradition of officers placing their kids in this institute.
Right.
This institute had, over a period of years, gained that kind of a repute.
Okay.
So we didn't have that kind of a confusion. So we immediately came and approached the institute. Mr. Vijay and Purnima, they were very cooperative. They explained about the curriculum of the school.
Right.
And we were impressed, literally, because it is unlike a traditional or a conventional school wherein there is a thought that education is one way.
Right.
And the teacher teaches and the student passively listens.
Listens to it. Yeah.
And this blackboard kind of a one-way teaching methodology was there prevalently. Even now these days it's still there. We felt that this is a place where the potential of the kid is being focused, and they have been given an opportunity to express themselves.
Right.
That is the first impression of the school, and that is what we were looking for in the school.
Okay.
So that we found here, and we were here for the past 2 years.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Ma'am, let me ask you as well. How has this whole transition from your old school, for Ananya especially, now since you work in close quarters with her, when sir is quite busy with his tasks, how has the transition from that to this school, how has been throughout so far for you?
The transition was very obvious. We could see the change in her.
Okay.
So it was, I should say that the love, affection of the teachers, she used to come and discuss everything at home.
Right.
And it was what I could see is not only the education part, emotionally and in everything. Overall, there was improvement in my kid. Ananya, I could really see the change in her.
Okay.
So the school bags, the storybooks, her, even she was more into TV. Television was more her hobby. Now it has become the storybooks, which that responsibility what the kids should have. Like they should take the bag and get the books, and every Wednesday they should come back and give it back to the school. So that responsibility, is being given to the kid. So the kid is able to take that responsibility. So it's an overall improvement. So that's what a parent wants. So when we send the child to the school, it's just not the education. We want all good habits as well as all good qualities, everything, responsibility, everything to be improved in a child. And that I feel ELC has given entirely for her. We could really see the change in. And the question answers are very good. The way the questions are put and it makes the child think and give the answer. And it need not be from the books. So when I ask her anything also, she tells the same thing. Mama, it need not be the same as the test book. These are my words. And the answer sheets which come to home, in that with the teacher doesn't mark it with red ink and make it so bad. So that is when a positive feedback is there. Like a small tick or small mark that you have gone wrong here. And that really encourages the child to do better in the next coming test. So that is really nice. So even I now feel like when she brings back or something, I don't want to mark it and show her, oh, you've gone wrong there. Just to tell her, okay, you can correct this place. So that I really loved, and I think that I will take on in future when I correct her in future.
Wonderful. I think everybody who's been just watching this video should actually go with that kind of a concept where you do not tell the child is wrong, because it can have a negative impact. You don't know how the child is going to take it. For sure, there is a scope of improvement, so you can just tell the child that there is a scope of improvement in a different way. So I think that's what our teachers have been doing. So I'm glad that Ananya could be a part of this school and she's going through all of this. And you said you're going to carry on this forward as you move ahead. How was the interaction with the, let's say, management or our principal or the teachers? Regular updates about your child's progress.
That also was very good. And that app, especially Seesaw app, so where you could see every day what are the homeworks which are given, where I could remind my daughter, like this is there, your teacher asked you to do this, you have to do this, and about everything updated. Like it is not like every time, by me being a doctor and working from 9 to 4:30, I don't find much time to come and look into her studies. Like hardly 2 hours I'll be able to be with her. So everything is available. What was there, like what was covered in the last week. So the parents should know that is there. Like they tell them what in each and every subject what has been covered in the last week. So anytime we can look into and we know that this portion has been covered, I can ask her like how things are going on. So this much has been covered in your school, how much you know, how much you retain, like everything. So that is very nice. So it has kept us in close contact. Like we need not drop in here, and still if we come, there will be a good response. But still, we are in close touch with the school. That is a lovely part.
Dr. Anand, let me ask you, if a new family were to happen to move, let's say tomorrow, to Mangalore, and if they were to ask why this school, what would your answer be to them? If why ELC, if they ask you, what would your answer be to them?
See, ELC is one school which is very difficult to put in any particular basket. So it has a holistic approach, I would say. So certain school focusing only on discipline, only on homeworks, only on social skills. So this is a place where we have everything. More so, I would call this place as an enabling environment. That is the most suitable word for this place. Especially the early learning center, the concept of early learning is understood the way it has to be.
Has to be understood, true.
Because it's not just about foundational literacy and numeracy. It is far beyond that. Cognitive, emotional, and social skills, in addition to conceptual clarity, requires an enabling environment.
100%.
To kindle that kind of a curiosity in a child, the entire management, the atmosphere, ecosystem, and the syllabus should be in tune. So this is a place where you can find that.
Wonderful. The question to both of you now. One thing that was more like it crossed your expectations, one. And the second one is there anything that we could improve on? Because this is constructive feedback is what we can say. Anything that you were actually expecting as and when you moved, like, okay, I was expecting this from the school, but it has crossed my expectations beyond limits. Or is there something that we could have improved here and there? Anything that you would love to share? I'll start with Dr. Anand.
One thing which might be improved is about the language part.
Okay.
Because the entire environment and the entire curriculum is predominantly STEM loaded.
STEM based, yes.
Yeah, it is like physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and that kind of stuff. And
Right.
English is have very high standards.
Right.
So, in terms of the regional languages, I feel there is a little bit scope of improvement.
Okay.
If you kind of balance it up, because over a period of time, of course. Everybody wants their kid to become doctor or engineer and IIT, NEET, JEE kind of stuff.
True.
But that shall not deter any kid with the potential art and literature kind of an
Right.
orientation
100%.
to take a back seat.
True.
So that aspect can be little looked upon and improved.
Sure. Ma'am, anything from you?
Uh,
Anything that crossed your expectations, like you were
Crossed the
expecting?
expectation, I would say science and English, the syllabus, and she is. And I should say about her only, she has really improved a lot.
Okay.
And now she goes and sits and writes her own stories and poems.
Wow.
That has really
Okay.
crossed.
Wonderful.
Like we now sit and think, were we doing this at the age of 8, 9?
Right.
Like were we writing? She used to come for only spellings. Then I used to tell her, it's okay. Like whatever the spelling, you just write whatever you're feeling. That was really nice. So that has really crossed our, expectations. So it's really nice. Like what we didn't do in our school
In our
days.
times, exactly.
Yeah, so
exactly.
that she is doing it, so that has really crossed. I feel the ELC school is entirely a very good experience, and I'm very happy that she had this basics here.
Right.
And we got transferred, so we are not able to be part, and that's why I came to ask. In fact, like in future also, we want to continue
Okay.
to have this
Wonderful.
syllabi and online classes if
Right.
possible.
Right.
So I will feel that that's all.
100%.
Everything,
No,
yeah.
So ELC is always open for you. We had the pleasure of having you at our institution. So definitely, whenever you come, we'll always be welcoming you to our institution.
Thank
And
you
also
so much.
the part where you said certain things when we were learning, we were not taught this way, and now
Yeah.
the children have this privilege of learning this way. Because I teach music in this institution, and then I happen to tell this to the children as well. If music was taught the way it is taught now to you all, it was taught to me, I would have been in a different level. Right
Level,
now.
yeah.
So
true.
you should be privileged that you're getting such kind of education at this point of time, be it this school or any school for that matter. You're getting this concept-driven kind of a methodology, which is actually good in terms of your future for that matter. And on the language front, I truly agree because sir has a transferable job, considering that you move to different places. Sometimes the language barrier might be there here and there. So thank you for that constructive feedback. What should parent look beyond marks when evaluating the school, according to you? So,
See, the kind of behavior in home is pretty much influenced by what is being felt in the school.
true.
Not taught in the school, felt in the
Felt
school.
in the school.
If there is a kind of emotional bonding and social cohesion in a classroom, and a kid is curious, you can find those behavior reflected in the house as well.
Right.
If the school has taken that responsibility and given that kind of an modeling, so at the home it is very easy for us to tell.
Right.
And in fact, there is no pressure on us to complete any homework or
Right.
do this, do that.
Right.
As Aasha was pointing out, she was more than happy to open her own homework book and she starts writing her own homeworks. She completes her homeworks by itself, and she has her screen time, TV time, and she has her homework time, and she discusses what is being done in the school. She has some close friends and some other friends, and how the teachers, especially one Miss Jayashree was there with her in third standard.
Third standard. Yeah.
And we really felt that kind of an bonding has helped with her overall emotional development in home as well.
Home as
So
well.
it's a good change.
Right, wonderful. Asha ma'am, question to you. Advice to the parents who are moving frequently. How do they choose a school? Now you had, as sir said as well, we had a lot of, since it's educational hub, you have a lot of options when it comes to education, schools for that matter. And you happen to choose ELC, which we are very happy about it. But if a new parent or a new family comes in, what would your advice be to look for certain things in a school like ELC for that matter?
When they come and
When
look
they
for,
come, when they come and enroll, probably what will?
they should come to ELC. I will tell them that only.
Okay, so one sentence it is. Just come
Yeah,
to
one
ELC.
sentence. Yes.
Rest all of your problems are
Yeah,
sorted.
yeah. I would feel that only. Like, don't go to other schools and get confused and all.
True.
So go directly to ELC, enroll your child, and be at home, and you can see the change.
Right, 100%.
So there will be improvement for sure. So they will surely thank me later that I have saved their time.
True.
So
100%.
yeah, because when they come, the one main, like, I have personally have the same thing now when I go transfer. So I have to look for the school for Ananya.
Right.
So that will be, I can understand the mindset when the parents come and what they want to
100%.
ask
Yes,
me.
yes.
So I want to make their work simple. And let them concentrate on other things.
Right.
So now presently school thing I can solve them. Go to Mangalore, Dakshina Kannada, put the kid in the ELC.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. One last question before I end the review session. How has the curriculum shift been? How has it impacted Ananya in her studies? Now, I think she was in CBSE before coming.
Yeah, she was in CBSE.
And then switching to IGCSE for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
How has that phase been for altogether for Ananya?
Yeah, I think that change, I think Jayashree teacher Malli, I should thank her really. And that first, I think in the second standard, completely she had taken care. The transition was very smooth.
Right.
So I could see, like, I was feeling that English was little higher standard for her age, but still she could do it because of the teaching here.
Right.
And she told, like, I used to ask a lot of doubts to ma'am and she used to clear me. And then only she used to go to the next topic until I'm clear on that concept.
Okay.
She doesn't go to the next concept. She used to tell that.
Right.
So that I was very happy about. Like, I like, it was making my work also simple.
Easier. Yes.
So she used to come and teach me, Mama, this is like this, adjectives are like this, verbs are like this.
Okay.
So she used to come and tell. So I was really happy the way she was learning things. So that's what I'm telling, the basic. If you know the basics very nicely, it will be a stronger for you to go on build on that.
Build on that, true.
So
true.
that way, I'm really happy what she has learned.
Right.
Yeah.
So glad. So before we end, Dr. Anand, a final message from your end to the ones watching this video, to the new parents, our old parents, and anyone who's watching this video. Your final message.
Yeah, thank you for having this wonderful institute. It's been a wonderful experience for us for the past 2 years. The kind of transition and transformation that we have seen in Ananya is very good, and the kind of environment and the atmosphere, the teaching and the managerial staff, everybody was so conducive, and there were a number of field trips and practical orientations and nature-based works and show and tell. So these kind of activities which are student-centric and doesn't put a student in a particular category and to say that this is what you are and this is what you should be doing, and to have that kind of an variety of opportunity to be presented before a kid was happening here for the past 2 years to Ananya, and we will be eternally thankful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, from your end, any final message that you would like to say?
That's what, everybody should come and enroll their kids in ELC. This is a wonderful school. And it's really a total development if you want to see in your kids. I think ELC is the best school, and that's all.
Right. It's been a pleasure talking to you because personally sitting here and talking to you, understanding how your journey has been for the past 2 years, it's been more than I'm sure anybody, including the management and the ones who are watching the video, will be thrilled and happy to know that ELC somehow had an impact on your child, considering all-round development is what you are looking for. And we are more than happy to have helped Ananya, everyone at ELC, to have helped your daughter in what she is today. Yeah. So thank you very much for being a part and giving your honest feedback and a review, which will definitely help our parents and everyone who's watching this video in the future. And yeah, Vijaypura is very lucky to have you. That's all I can say. Yeah. But thank you so much for spending your precious time with us and giving this review. Thank you very much. Thank you. Transfers mark the end of one chapter, but good learning travels. From their first campus visit to today's farewell, the Anand family reminded us why strong partnerships matter. Engaged teaching, open communications, and a school culture that sees the whole child. We would like to thank Dr. Anand K, Dr. Aasha and their beloved daughter Ananya Anand for choosing and trusting ELC for 2 critical academic years and sharing candidly where we shine and where we could grow. To the ones facing move, any family that is facing a transfer, you're not alone. You can reach out to ELC, visit classrooms, ask your questions, and we'll be here to welcome you to ELC.